Hello, everybody. Namaste. Welcome, welcome. So, we are in week 2 of the 8 weeks of healing and the journey through the chakras. And this is my favorite part of this whole program. I don't know why, but there's something about the element water and the creative energy, the feminine within. It's just very, very powerful, and it's like it's like auspicious. Like it's almost like eerie, and at the same time like powerful. And I don't know, the emotional stuff is very deep. We're gonna be diving into the deep. So you know what we were discussing last week was understanding, like finding and identifying our root fears, right? So this week it is the emotional body. So we're going to be looking at where the fears itself are, where are they tied to, right? It's like there's or like the fears are like floating on the water in our moments of life, but deep down under the ocean they're anchored down somewhere. You know what I mean? So usually they're anchored down to some attachment to a person, place, or thing, right? So, for instance, if I have um, a fear of commitment, and that could be because I committed myself into a relationship at one time, anchored down to this one person who had disturbed that energy that I put out there, and that every time I get involved again, that fear is there because it's still anchored down to one situation. This is where the anxieties come from, that are situational, usually because they are attached to an old situation which are disturbing our present situation. So what do we do? So the meditation that I'm gonna guide you through today is going to be cutting the cords, detaching, right? To be able to slowly let go of these anchors, to like take the rope, pull it up out of the water, and just cut it off, So that way we could drift through the rest of our lives and hopefully not have that tie anymore. But before we get started with the meditation, I wanted to just discuss with you guys what the sacral chakra is, and what it looks like if it's balanced, what it looks like if it's imbalanced, things like that. So, Svadhisthana is the Sanskrit term for sacral chakra, and it means dwelling place, right? So, this is our emotional body. So, like I said, it's located right at the right below the navel, and this is associated with the sexual organs. When it is balanced and healthy, we have like beautiful creativity, healthy relationships. We have emotional intelligence. We're able to restrain from acting out of impulse, and we'll be able to feed good energy out into the world, because we are actually in the act of creating a life for ourselves, and we then understand that. So each word we say, each action we do, each person we are involved with, we know that is constructing our current life. That, to me, that's the emotional intelligence. Some people have a little bit different concept of that, but that's how I perceive it. And now if it's imbalanced and we have all these anchors down all over the place, we're trying to move and navigate through the waters, but we can't go anywhere because we're like stuck, right? So when it's imbalanced, we will have guilt, shame, anxiety, fear of getting involved in new things, a lot of hesitation. This could continuously play out for a long time if we don't take a look and kind of cleanse that out. So how do we cleanse it, right? So this is associated with the color orange, and the element water, right? So staying very hydrated is one beautiful, easy technique, right? Just drinking enough water. Orange foods that are high in vibration, like mango, tangerines, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, I'm going to put a star, a little asterisk by that. Oranges, lots of like high vibrational orange fruits are very, very good. Which makes this exciting. Every time I go through this, it's like, oh, well, now I have like something new to tune to. When I'm at the store, I'm like looking around, like literally I filled my cart. It was just all orange, the whole damn thing. So, getting creative though, right? I'm getting creative with the food that I'm eating. I'm getting creative with the practices I'm doing. I'm getting creative with the new life that I want to create for myself and for other people around me. So this is all about creating a balance within the emotional body to create a new life for ourselves outside. Just starting to stew around with some faith and acceptance. Oh, I'm so glad I just said that. Acceptance, like if we look at these in terms of like one word, it's like down at the root, it's like identification, fear, identification. This place is the place of acceptance. Accepting all the good, all the bad as one it's just one thing, which is called us or me, I, and accepting first exactly how I am, and then being able to create new from the past experiences, the knowledge and information I have received through many, many, many experiences. So it's not even like a good or bad. It's just now we're in the dwelling place. Now we're in this place where we're like, okay, I see this and I see this. I know I could do this. I know I could do this. So let's go that way. And let's have the peripherals be able to see all the other things around that are going on and know how to use right speech, right action, and that emotional intelligence to not be able to act out of impulse. This takes a great deal of awareness, and nobody's perfect. Part of my path says that we're not, we're seeking spiritual progress, not spiritual perfection, right? That we're just doing our best every day to create a decent life for ourselves. So that's the basis of the sacral chakra. It's the lunar energy. So it's the feminine, the lunar, the magnetic, the pulling in of new energies. And you'll see the depiction of the crescent moon. And I'm going Sunday to Sunday, right? So yesterday, literally there was the crescent, like more crescent moon. It's just all been flowing perfectly. It was raining out right before I sat down to do this. So I got the sounds also of water in the background. So let's start creating a decent life for ourselves, a day at a time, a moment at a time, a breath at a time. So get yourself comfortable, get yourself seated. I had explained in I just did the online sadhana, and the mudra, dhyana mudra, is taking the right hand, placing it on top of the left hand, and then touching the thumbs together. And this is nice because you could set it right below the navel, and it keeps that awareness on the sacral chakra as you meditate or breathe, so you could even like feel the breath in and out, right? So if you'd like to create that dhyana mudra, the right hand representing the positive self, the left hand the more negative traits or the light and the darkness, and coming together as one, right? So Taking a nice seat, sitting up nice and tall so we can kind of flush out. So take a moment and just close the eyes. Take a moment to just feel. Listen to the sounds of the water. You notice this is right at the bladder, right where we hold the water in the body. So we're going to take a deep, deep cleansing breath in through the nose. You even like make the sound of water as you exhale. Cleansing out. Deep breath in. Cleansing out. Deep breath in. Cleansing out. And just let your breath come back to natural. Take a moment to listen to the sounds, and most importantly, listen to the body and listen to the emotions. Send them love. Now, we're going to be working on letting go of attachments, right? So I want you to imagine yourself seated upon a stage. And then on this stage, to the right hand side, there's a door. And on the left hand side, there is a door. And you could have any image you want in front of you, maybe like a landscape of nature or something like that. So take a moment to create that for yourself in the mind. Something that will make this more peaceful. And then if there was someone who really had caused you some harm, or maybe someone that you have an attachment to, and you would like to break free of that energetic attachment, you allow them to walk through the door on the right. Allow them to come in front of you and invite them to sit with you just for a moment. Be strong and sit in your own power. And then I want you to be able to say what you need to say quietly in your meditation to this person. Make a new agreement with them that they can't cause you any harm anymore. Do it compassionately. once you have said what you needed to say to this person, you may notice that there is some type of cord, or maybe a chain, or some type of energetic bond between you and this person. Whatever it may be, let your mind create what it's going to create. And then have some type of tool, whether it's scissors, chain cutters, knife, anything you need. So before we cut the cord, if there's any gesture that you need to make toward this person, maybe it's a hug, maybe it's, a bow, or maybe it's a wave goodbye, and whatever else, or whatever you need to do. Do the gesture, or whatever it is that you have to do with this person. And let them know that you are doing this not only for yourself, but also for them, because it is time that energetically we part ways. And then take your tool, and then we're going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, cut it. And then ask that person to please walk out the door to the left. Slowly watch them get up, start to walk toward the door. And then out the door. Once they walk out the door and off into the distance, far, far away, and you have freed yourself of that attachment, and we want to gain confidence and gain self-respect, right? So we're going to focus on the inhale, but I want you to take the right hand and block the right nostril. We're going to pull in new energies. Actually, I would like you to create whatever it is that you need to help you recharge. And then breathe in deeply, in and out the left nostril. In, out. In, out. In all the way. Hold and place your hand back down. Exhale, cleanse out the mouth. Breathe in through both nostrils all the way. And exhale out. And you could take both the hands and you could place them on the sacral chakra area. And slowly just start to make circles. So as we're in seated lotus, we can make circles around Just allow for some more releasing from maybe some of the toxicity that was going on with that attachment. And then you can make circles the other way. Or really just do whatever you want, but you could just move around in the lower hip area. And then we're going to place both the hands, palms facing up on the lap. We're going to breathe in and lift the hands up a little bit up to the heart. Flip the palms, exhale down, flushing out. Flip the palms facing up, breathe in. Flip the palms facing down, exhale, flush out. Do it again, in. Exhale, flushing out. Just allow your hands to come to your lap. Relax your whole body. Allow yourself to be at ease. Make the sounds of waves. Remember that the emotions will come and the emotions will go. But that true self, the soul or spirit, always remains the same. Take a moment, just listen to the relaxing sounds. And even bring some forgiveness to self. Take any breath pattern that you choose to, or even just let the breath be natural. This chakra is all about being in tune with one's emotions and being in tune with oneself and honoring and loving yourself. So take a moment to just send love to your body and all the mechanics of the body. There's a lot of work for us, so just taking a moment to honor, called self-puja. Even if you'd like to massage into the legs or into the feet, just to start to come back to the body. Make any motions that your body needs today. Stretch a little bit, start to come out of meditation. We could learn to really listen to our bodies. Stretch as necessary, eat the foods that are good for us. Stop to breathe every once in a while. Stop to think before we speak. Our whole lives will be different. Just gotta slow down a little bit. Remaining with the eyes closed just for another moment. In this moment, right before we close out, Just send the energy of love to every water molecule in your entire body. Just that intention alone. It literally change the structure of our physical body, how the cells replicate. Just compassion and understanding. Some peaceful energy. Nurture yourself. You can repeat that cord cutting technique as many times as you need to, with as many people as you need to. It's a very, very powerful tool to have on your tool belt. Let's take the left hand and place it underneath the navel. Take the right hand, place it over the heart. Take 3 breaths to come back. Right, breathe in through the, like breathing in right into the center of the chest, into the right hand. And then as you exhale, send your loving energy down into that dwelling place, down into the sacral. Breathe in. Loving energy down into the sacral chakra. One more time. In. And out. And then with the next breath, we'll breathe in, extend the hands outward, palms facing up. And then lifting the palms all the way up over the head, straightening the spine. And then connecting the fingertips together. And then bringing them down so the tops of the hands are starting to connect together. So you're making this shoot going down like you're pulling that lunar nectar down. And then slowly place your hands back onto the navel. Relax the shoulders. Ground yourself down. One more nice deep breath in. Maybe you'd like to hum out. Thank yourselves for meditating today. I also want to thank you from that good cleansed emotional space. Thank you all so much. Namaste. Take care, everybody. I hope that helped. When you're ready, you can slowly open up your eyes. So I had a really great teacher show me that cord cutting technique a few years ago, and man, does that come in handy, you know. The one thing I do want to say is that it's not that we're doing with only people that we want out of our life. It's not that we're cutting them out of our life. It's that we are cutting the energetic connection to that person, so that way, like, their energies are theirs and mine are mine. So, like, I did this with my mother, my father, my ex-partners, and things like that. It's it's a way to free them from you and free you from them. It's not all about you, you know. The whole thing is that we don't need to have all these ties to other people energetically or emotionally. So I just wanted to clear that up, that it's not that we're like, oh, I'm cutting this person out of my life. Like I did this with my mother, but I had just seen my mother, right? I'm just not attached anymore like I was, you know. So yeah, you could do this over and over again. Sometimes when I did it, I sat in meditation for a longer period of time, and I just kind of sifted. I mean, there was a line out the door, you know, metaphorically speaking. I had a lot of people that I had to do that cycle with, you know, letting them come in, sit, just say a little gesture, make a new agreement with them, allow them to leave. Bring in the next person, allow them to sit, you know, do your gesture, do what you need to say, and allow them to leave. I had even done this with people who have passed away. I still had emotional connection to some people who had left the body that I had lost, sort of, and so that also is really freeing as well. You know, when you're ready to do that, if you're ever ready to do that. So it's a very great tool to have. I'm glad I thought of it today, because I was just gonna do a regular basic balancing technique, but I decided, or I didn't decide. I just got that thought. I remembered that meditation, and what a beautiful way to free our emotional space, but to kind of sift through and break free from you know, maybe some people that we need to, you know, separate ourselves from the emotional place. So I love all of you. Take care. Next week we'll be going into the solar, but you know, throughout this week, just really pay attention to those emotions. Pay attention to you know, your water intake, and pay attention to your breath, and just continue to cleanse out. Namaste. I'll see you next time.